Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I got an email from a subscriber, and the subscriber sent me a donation. So remember, guys, if you send a donation, that is guaranteed that your question will be answered. So click the link below to send me your questions. All right. So I got this email, and it's kind of long, so just bear with me here. And remember, guys, when you send me stuff, try to make it like 1 to 2 paragraphs the most. You understand? So we could kind of get through this quick. You feel me? All right. So I'm just gonna start this email. So it says, "Hey, Mr. Locario, I'm a 42-year-old male, and I'm still a virgin. I've never ever had even one girlfriend in my life. I've been on like 2 dates in my entire life and nothing came out of them. My love life is fucked big time. I just felt deep down in my heart that it has to be impossible to get a girlfriend. This thought has dominated my life and has fucked up my self-esteem really bad. Why did this happen? I just don't get it. I honestly don't feel it is entirely my fault. Anyways, at age 22, I felt lonely and depressed, so I discovered strip clubs. Instead of pursuing real women, I started going to strip clubs on a regular basis. So put it in perspective, I became a strip club addict. I was going to strip clubs 5 to 10 times a month, spending anywhere from $500 to $1,000 on lap dances. Here's the sad part. I've never gotten laid one time from any stripper, but I have sucked titties, grabbed ass, kissed, and even fingered a few, but no actual intercourse, not even once. The strippers were just there and never cared about me or even considered me as a boyfriend or even a suitable partner. But I didn't care because I felt it was better than being completely alone and not getting any women. I realized all through the years that this thinking is jacked up, but I got addicted and couldn't stop. Anyways, I did stop going to strip clubs for about 3.5 years after getting help. And I thought by stopping, I would try to date and get women in the real world. During those 3.5 years, I was in the same condition with no girls, no dates, no sex, nothing. I just turned 42. And recently I went back to the strip club, and after promising myself never to go back, the strip clubs doesn't help my game. It actually makes me more depressed and confused because I go there all alone and just get lap dances. To date, I have spent over $100,000 at the strip club. Also, I do go to massage parlors and to Hooters. Basically, what I have done is replaced real live dating with a sexual fantasy that never materializes due to my inability to get girls. And here's the crazy thing. I am not a bad looking guy. Women do check me out all the time, but it's my game that's fucked up, not my looks. I also dress very well. I see all types of guys with girls, and I'm a complete loner. I'm sitting at Starbucks right now dressed in a Giorgio Armani, nice expensive jeans, nice watch, nice short hair. I do look fine, and I am all alone, and I see guys walking in all day with girls. I feel fucked up big time as I look back on the last 20 years of my life. I'm disgusted. And for the life of me, I can't talk to women. I just look at them and they look at me and nothing ever happens. The same old scenario everywhere I go. For some crazy sick reason, I do not socialize with women outside the strip club. I don't even say hello to them. I don't even know when I should do it. It's confusing to me because I feel it's unfair. You say in your videos you need to approach women. Well, the way I see the world, I have never seen a guy approach a woman where I'm at. I see 2 types of guys who are already with a chick, and guys who are alone like me. How the interactions happen in dating and relationships is puzzling to me. Most guys in the real world do not approach women cold, so I do not do it either. And I really do not have friends to socialize with, so I'm stuck. I just can't figure it out. What did I do wrong? Give me some feedback. I just have a problem going up to chicks and talking to them. Why? For many reasons. It's just something that feels awkward. I do think, what did he say? He says, I am hopeless. I kind of lost any hope that there's a girl right now. I kind of lost any hope. There's a girl right now looking at me at Starbucks. I guess he's writing as he's at Starbucks. I see her 20 times. I never said one word to her. I wouldn't even know where to take the interaction. The scenarios have repeated over and over in my life. I see girls that look at me, just look at them and nothing happens. Then I get kind of frustrated and go to the strip club where it's easy to talk to women. It's not the right solution, but that's how I deal with it. Thanks. Sorry for this being so long. I had to explain my story to you. And that is it. All right. So, man, that was a long one. Okay. Whew. All right. So, you know, the amount of energy and stuff you put into this email of just talking and doing all this stuff. This is the type of energy, you know, you could talk to women with. Okay. You're saying I can't say anything. You're saying a whole bunch of stuff right here just in this email. But anyway, you know, one thing I want to point out that you said earlier that's kind of, you know, messing you up is that you basically said, deep down in my heart, I feel that it's impossible to get a girlfriend. You understand? You said this. You understand this is what you are doing. So what happens is that you've already framed your mind to think that it's going to be impossible for you to get a girlfriend, which is why you've, you know, gone down this road in the first place, right? So the first thing you have to understand is you got to change your mindset. You have to change the way you think about women and about you interacting with women, right? You got to change how you think about that. And also, you know, there was a part and you said, you know, I don't feel it's entirely my fault. And the thing is, you have to take responsibility for your situation. Okay. So you can't point fingers. You can't blame anybody else. You have to take 100% responsibility for your situation. Right. And the thing is this, you know, what's happening is you're using the strip clubs as, you know, is you basically using that to sort of compensate for you not being able to actually talk to regular chicks or chicks just in general. So, you know, you go to the strip club. You get your lap dances, you pay this money because you want female attention. You want to be able to be around girls, interacting with women and doing all the other stuff. But you think, like you said, that, you know, it's impossible for you to get a girlfriend. So you're looking for the only outlet for you to get some women to interact with you. And it's gotten really bad to the point where you even said, because in one of your, in you know, one of the lines in your email, you said, not even once the strippers were, you said, I never had intercourse, not even once. And the strippers were just there and never cared about me. Okay. Listen to what you're saying. You said, I've never had intercourse with them, not even once. And the strippers were just there and never cared about me or even considered me as a boyfriend or a suitable partner. Okay. This is what you're saying. So now you've gotten to the point where you've gotten so deep into this where you actually think that the strippers are there to care about you. Strippers are there to do a job. They are paid to be nice to you. They are paid to be sexual towards you. You understand? This is a business transaction. You understand? So they're there to, you know, give you that momentary, you know, pleasure for your money. That's all that is. So the thing is that you've been, you know, so deep into this stripper situation that you've mistaken that for authentic, you know, like real affection from a woman. You understand what I'm saying? So I would say you need to really stop going to the strip club for you know, for years, take like 3 years, another 3.5, 4 years off of the strip club. Don't go to any strip clubs, because the thing is this, is that what happens is that you're in a situation where you're going to be falling back on that. You understand? And in order for you to get better, in order for you to step your game up, you have to completely, you know, eliminate that for a while. So I'm not saying you can never go to a strip club again in your life, but you have to eliminate that option so that you have nowhere to run to. You understand? So you almost want to get into a situation where you're sort of creating a thing where now you have to go and approach girls. You have to go and talk to women. You have to go and step up your game because you have nowhere else to really get any type of female gratification. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have that strip club to fall back on, because you're falling back on the strip club and you know, that's making it a little bit harder for you to really get out there and make something happen. It's the same way where guys use porn to sort of, compensate for not getting ass, because they want sex, but then they'll be like, I'm just going to jerk off. And then they jerk off. And then, once you release that thing, you don't have that same motivation to go out and talk to women, because you can always just fall back on masturbating. But if you couldn't masturbate, you understand, then you'd be like, damn, well, in order to really get this thing off, I got to go talk to some girls to make this happen. So the same thing applies for you when you're dealing with these, in the situation with these strippers. You have to let that go, right? So that you can really focus on stepping up your game, right? Now, the thing is this. You were saying in your email that you're saying that you think it's impossible to get a girlfriend, and also saying that you don't understand how guys get with women, right? You're saying, I don't ever see a guy approaching women, right? Now, what you got to understand is you are one person experiencing your life how you're seeing it. So what that means is, let's say if you are in Times Square right now, right, on 42nd and 8th Avenue somewhere, and you're just walking by, or you're just maybe eating food at a restaurant somewhere around there, right? And let's say you spent the hour there and you see no guys approaching women. That's just because you're literally in that vicinity, and that's all you're seeing is what you're seeing in that vicinity. There's a big world out there happening all the time. Right now, right at this moment, there's thousands of guys approaching women. There's thousands of guys trying to holler at girls. Just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean that it's not happening. You understand what I'm saying? It's happening all the time. This is how men and women get together. And it's not necessarily just a guy approaching a woman in the street. Guys approach women at bookstores, at coffee shops, at grocery stores, at laundromats, at parties, at networking events. This is happening all the time. This is how these things happen. Women rarely approach men. Rarely. You understand? So men are the ones doing it. You understand? So this is how people are getting together, right? But see, the thing is that you're so trapped in the stripper world. You're so trapped in that little box you put yourself in. And also you already started, off thinking that it's going to be impossible for you to get a girlfriend. You've created this sort of world that and you don't really understand what's going on elsewhere, right? So, and the thing is, you were saying that, these chicks would, check you out. You'd be at a spot and, you're a decent looking guy and all this other stuff, and chicks are checking you out. So, if you have that advantage, you understand, of women thinking you're physically attractive, then you use that. Right. And I'm glad that you actually brought this up, because a lot of guys, they hit me up. I get emails all the time from guys who are like, oh, Mr. Locario, it's all about looks. It's all about looks. It's all about looks. And, you're the perfect example of how it's not all about looks. You understand? And it's about the game. You understand? So, I'm glad that you recognize that. So now you're asking, what should you do? What do you need to do in order to, make this better for you, so that you can actually go on dates, have sex with women, lose your virginity, all this other stuff, right? Now, the first thing you need to do is you have to change your mindset. Stop thinking that it's going to be impossible for you to get a girlfriend. Stop thinking that, it's impossible for men to go up to women and create, a situation for sex to happen. You have to stop stop thinking about that. You have to get in the mindset of thinking that you are the type of guy who can get women. This is the thing that I talk about in the first chapter of my book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, which is what you should have, and every guy out there should have, because it's very important. See, your whole situation is messing up because of the way you think. You have to get out of that thought process. Do you understand? You have to get out that thought process. You have to begin to believe and think that you can get women, right? Because you can. Okay. Now, the thing is, you have to do that first. Then second, what you need to do is you need to stop going to these strip clubs. Like I said, just give yourself another 4 or 5 years of not going. Like, imagine strip clubs do not exist anymore. There's no more strip clubs. It doesn't even exist anymore. Just don't go, right? Now, what you need to also do is you need to start approaching women and interacting with women in regular situations, right? So, and I have an audio program which only costs $7. So all of you guys should get this. It's called Master Approaching Women in 30 Days or Less. Okay? You can go to MrLocario.com and get it today. That will help you to know how to approach girls and just getting used to actually talking to women, because you're in a situation right now where you're in a vicinity with women. Women are checking you out. You want to talk to them, but you're just scared. You don't know what to say. You're like flustered and frustrated. So what you need to do is you need to get yourself immersed in actually doing it. You need to get yourself in a situation where you're creating a habit of you talking to women, right? So the thing is that once you start to talk to women, right, and then you start actually seeing that, certain women are responding to you, then your belief of you being able to attract women will become stronger, right? But also what's going to happen is, and I have to warn you about this, because for some reason I think guys just lose their minds over this fact, is that while you're also talking to women and interacting with them, you're going to come across a lot of girls who are not going to be feeling you, a lot of girls who are going to reject you. And what most guys do is that they sort of throw in the towel when that happens. So, you hear me or you hear somebody else say, hey, listen, just go up to girls, start approaching them, start interacting with them. And then a guy goes and talks to 3 or 4 girls, and those 3 or 4 girls ignore him. And he's like, you see, this doesn't work. And, girls don't like me. And then you're falling back into your situation. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because this is what, really it comes down to. A lot of times, truth be told, a lot of people like to be confirmed about their, beliefs, meaning you believe, and other guys do too, that it's impossible to get a girlfriend, or they can't get a girlfriend because of whatever it is, right? So now what happens is that when someone tells you, hey, listen, just be confident, go up there, talk to girls and see what could go down, then what's going to happen is that you're going to be talking to women and you're going to be looking for signs of them not being into you. You're going to be saying, oh, well, I talked to 4 girls and all of them, rejected me. They didn't give me their number. Right. So now you're going to use those experiences of those 4 girls and say that women don't like you. You understand? So you're going to be looking for the confirmation to your belief. But what you have to do is you have to understand that that's a false belief, because what happens is that instead of talking to 4 girls, you might need to talk to 10, 15, maybe 20 girls, and then 2 of them or 3 of them will give you the number, right? Out of those 2 or 3, you'll probably go on a date with 1 or 2 of those girls, right? And then you'll probably end up sleeping with 1 of the girls, right? But that's the thing that you need to understand about the game, and you're not going to really see that or know that or understand that until you put yourself in it. You understand? So you have to be in the game in order to experience it, in order to know. You understand? Because all I'm doing when I'm giving you advice is I'm guiding you in the right direction, right? But you have to put yourself out there so that you can, experience it, so that you can see what's working for you, what's not working for you, what you need to work on a little bit more, all these different things, so that you can actually, progress and make something happen, right? So I'm telling you right now, as you're going out there approaching girls and talking to girls, there are going to be a lot of girls who are going to, reject you, and it's not going to, it's not going to happen with those girls. But there are going to be girls who are going to gravitate to you. The thing is, you have to be able to push through the girls who are rejecting you, meaning you have to be able to, accept it and take that as part of the game, the girls that are rejecting you, so that you can actually get to the girls who are going to be feeling you. Because truthfully, there's going to be times where you'll talk to 30 girls and all of them will reject you. There's going to be times you talk to 5 women and all 5 of them are going to say yes. There's going to be times where you're going to have to talk to 25 girls before you get one yes. And there's going to be times where you talk to one girl. The first girl you talk to, she wants to get with you and she sleeps with you. You understand? It all varies. But the point is that you have to be the type of guy who's strong enough to make that happen. Right? And so this is what I'm saying. Go to MrLocario.com, get Master Approaching Women in 30 Days or Less. This is the reason. The reason why I even made that, that's like the cheapest thing I have. The reason why I made it $7 is because that's like one of the biggest problems men have, when it comes to interacting with women, like, just getting out there to really make it happen. There's a lot of hesitation. There's a lot of thinking about it. There's a lot of complaining about it, but you have to put yourself out there and do it. Right? Now, another thing I would say is that you need to get yourself in a position where you can get yourself a fuck buddy. All right, as soon as possible. So what that means is you have to have a chick, and she doesn't have to. And let me back this up a little bit. So for any of you guys that's in this situation, you can understand this and you can feel me on this, right? You got to get yourself a chick who's on some fuck buddy shit. And this chick doesn't have to be the best looking girl in the world. She probably is, might not be your type. But what you need to do and what will help you out is that you need to get a fuck buddy, because what's going to happen is that it'll make it easier for you to interact with other women. Because if you are sexually frustrated from, you're not getting any sex or whatever, it's going to make it a little bit harder when you're trying to holler at girls, because you're going to have a little bit more of a thirsty energy when it comes to talking to the other women that you really want to get with. You see what I'm saying? So what you can do is that since you are a virgin, since you are not with anybody now, you understand, is that talk to as many women as possible. Do not worry about the girl being the hottest girl that you want, because a lot of you guys mess up and do is that you're first beginning and you want the baddest chick on earth. So you're like, okay, I guess I got to talk to girls. What I'm gonna do is I'm looking for a really hot one. Okay, she's okay. I don't know. I'm not really sure about her. I don't know. Maybe the next one. No, I don't like the way she looks. And I'm not saying to talk to a chick who you're totally 100% unattracted to. But what I'm saying is, if you see a chick who is cute enough, who's decent enough, a chick who you would have sex with, talk to her, talk to those girls, talk to as many of those girls as possible, so that you can get yourself in a situation where you're having sex. You understand? Because it's going to be harder to make this happen if you're not having sex. Now, it's not impossible for you to make it happen if you don't have a fuck buddy, but it makes it a little bit easier. And this is why I'm telling you guys, and I always tell you guys, and I'm going to say this until I am blue in the goddamn face. Okay. And you got to understand, you have to go to badboymembership.com and join the membership. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I would say 90%, maybe even more than that, maybe 95% of the emails that I get, 95% of the questions that I get are all answered in the Bad Boy membership program. It never fails. I'm like, oh my God, this is exactly the answer is in this program. I have almost like over, I think maybe 2 years worth of audio and video programs on the Bad Boy membership right now. So, for the guy who sent me this email, and for any of you other guys out there who might be in this similar situation, you understand? I have stuff on the Bad Boy membership for you to listen to, for you to watch, for you to implement into your game. You understand? So I have stuff talking about how to just have sex with women when you know, instead of going on a whole bunch of dates. You know, I have stuff talking about how to get girls to chase you, how to build your confidence, how to approach and pick up women successfully, how to, you know, holler at women using direct game, how to get girls from the club back to your place. All these things are in the Bad Boy membership, right? So what I'm telling you is that you definitely need to go to the Bad Boy membership. Also, get Master Approaching Women in 30 Days or Less, because you need to get yourself out there approaching women. You have to put yourself out there. And I know a lot of you guys, you're scared. You are, you know, you're scared of rejection. And also have a program on that of how to get, you know, rid of your fear of rejection at the Bad Boy membership. You're scared of rejection. You're scared. You get approach anxiety. You say, okay, I don't know what to say, right? And all these things will work itself out when you put the game into practice. You have to stop sitting on the sidelines. It's one of those things where, you know, at some point you're going to just have to push yourself to do it. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to be nervous, but you'll learn. And nothing is going to happen unless you push yourself out there. You have to put yourself out there. And this is why I come out with all these videos. This is why I have the Bad Boy membership. This is why I have my, you know, books and all the stuff you need is there. But all of it is meaningless if you just sit on it, if you don't take action. You understand? You have to take action. Nothing is going to happen if you don't take action. And the thing is, a lot of you guys are scared because of your ego. You're scared of a chick saying no. You're scared of a girl not wanting to call you and see you. And, you know, you got to understand that means nothing. You know why? Because there's a lot of girls who are going to want to see you, a lot. But nothing's going to happen unless, you know, you do something. Because in your email, you kept saying, oh, I'm at Starbucks. I'm looking at this girl. I'll be looking at these girls and they look at me and nothing happens. You know why nothing happens? Because you're not putting yourself out there to make something happen. You understand? See, you sort of want things, and this doesn't only go for you, but this goes for a lot of other guys. A lot of y'all just want shit to fall in your lap. Right? 9 times out of 10, I say 9.5 times out of 10, that ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You know why? Because you're dealing with women. You are dealing with most women. Listen, most women are waiting for you to man up. Right? They are waiting for you to man up. A lot of these women, they're not going to help you. A lot of these women aren't going to approach you and say, hey, let's go out and let me fuck you. Like, no, they're not going to do all that shit. So if you see a girl and you want to talk to, you got to go talk to her. You see a girl you're attracted to, you got to go talk to her. You want to go on a date, you got to make that happen. You understand? You want to have sex with women, you got to interact with women and build sexual tension. They're not going to do it for you. There is no incentive for them to do it, because most of the time when a woman is really attracted to a man, right, they are expecting for that guy to be masculine and to take charge and to lead. Right? So that's, a main thing that makes her attracted to you. So you going up to her and talking to her already is showing that. You understand? Because a lot of times what most women will do, they'll sort of give you little signs. They'll check you out. They'll look at you. They'll smile at you. You understand? But you have to go up and say something. You have to go up and talk. And the thing is, a lot of you guys are scared because you're scared of rejection. You think that you're not going to say the right thing. You think you're going to run out of stuff to say. Even if you run out of stuff to say, that's okay. You know what you do when you run out of stuff to say? You say the only thing that's even relevant that you need to say. And that is, hey, give me your number. Hey, take my number. Let's get together. That's it. You close it. You close the deal. So if you're talking to a girl, you see a girl, you're like, oh, hey, what's up? How you doing? And, oh, what's your name? Oh, I'm John. I'm John. You're Sally. Cool. Oh, so, you come around here a lot? Okay. And at this point, you're like, shit, I don't know what to say. Now you could just close the shit. Listen, Sally, listen, I think you're really cute. Here's my number. Give me a number. We should get together. Or give me a number. We should get together. And at that point, Sally can say yes or no. It's that simple. It's that simple. You don't got to go and make it a big deal. And the reason why a lot of y'all are having trouble is because you're making this shit a big deal. You're making it bigger than it is. You are turning talking to a woman into a goddamn event. You understand? It doesn't need to be that. It basically is like any other thing. And when you turn it into any other thing, when you turn it into a normal thing, then it becomes something that you do. Then you start to get more success because you're putting yourself out there as something that you do, that you've been doing, that you're making happen, and then you get results. Right? But it takes practice. It takes you putting yourself out there. All right? So listen, what you need to do is change your mindset. Stop going to these strip clubs. Start approaching women and building your confidence. You have to start telling yourself that women like you, that you're valuable, that you bring stuff to the table. You understand? And while you're doing all of this, talk to as many women as possible, and you'll end up getting a chick who wants to have sex with you. Right? And don't be too picky at this point. You understand? Chill with a chick. Interact with her, and make these things happen, right? You might get rejected a couple times before that even goes down, but you continue to move forward. And what I really have to stress this. I really have to stress this, okay? And what I want to say is this: is that while you are approaching and talking to women, and let's say your chicks aren't giving you the time of day, or you're not really, chicks are ignoring you, they're not calling you back, or they're rejecting you here and there, whatever. What I really want to stress is, do not let that get to you. Okay? Do not let that get to you to the point where you start getting all upset, to the point where you start kicking and screaming. You're all mad now, and you know what I'm saying? Because that energy is not going to do anything for you. You have to just charge all that stuff to the game. You understand? The guys who are the best at getting with women, the guys who have multiple women, the guys who actually have sex when they want to, when they have multiple girls to talk to, you know what those guys go through? Those guys go through a shitload of rejections. A shitload. And you know how they deal with it? They brush it off their shoulders like men. Do you understand? So I'm trying to stress this. Do not sit there crying about it, complaining about it. Understand it's part of the game. Once you understand that and once you accept that, you'll keep going and you'll start to have success. But again, you have to, study the game, build your confidence, change your mindset, and, really, immerse yourself in it. So again, get Master Approaching Women in 30 days or less. Go to MrLocario.com to get that. Also, get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, the ebook. And make sure you go to badboymembership.com and join the membership. This goes for everybody. All you guys should be on the membership right now. All right? So that's pretty much it. I'm out of here, guys. If you have any questions, make sure you click the link below. Remember, if you send a donation, your question will be answered ASAP, and I will talk to you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below so you can send me a question and I'll do a video on it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which gives you 7 tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.